Once upon a time, there were two girls named Tina and Eve who grew up as inseparable friends. Tina has gentle and kind-hearted nature which made her attractive to many in the village. She trusted people easily and believed in the goodness of everyone, especially Eve, her best friend since childhood. Eve was like a shining star, making everyone laugh with her clever jokes and happy spirit. Tina and Eve were like two peas in a pod, sharing everything from their biggest dreams to their smallest fears, even when the moon was up high in the sky. Tina felt like Eve was not just a friend, but also a sister she could trust with anything. Hidden behind Eve's funny jokes and smiles was a secret feeling called envy. Eve felt jealous of Tina's kindness and how much others loved her. This jealousy grew and made Eve stop liking Tina and start feeling upset instead. As they grew up, Tina and Eve chose different paths. Tina wanted to help people, so she joined the village council to make their lives better for the villagers and mostly especially the needy. She worked hard to make good things happen for everyone. Meanwhile, Eve went to the city and focused on making money. She liked nice things and wanted to be successful in business. Even though Tina and Eve lived far apart, they stayed in touch. Tina would tell Eve about her projects in the village and ask for advice. But what Tina didn't know was that Eve was working with some people who wanted to make money by hurting the village. They planned to ruin the beautiful river, which contained valuable natural resources that Tina and her council were counting on to enrich their village and build factories on the land. Eve saw this as a chance to be more important than Tina, so she helped them, even though it meant betraying her friend and her village. One day, Eve came back to the village, pretending to visit her friend Tina. But Eve had a secret plan. She wanted to help the people who wanted to hurt the village. So, while acting like she was on Tina's side, she actually gathered information about the village's weaknesses and Tina's plans to keep it safe. Eve even pretended to support Tina's ideas, but behind her back, she told the people who wanted to harm the village everything they needed to know. Tina started to notice that her ideas to help the village were falling apart, but she didn't suspect Eve at all. Instead, she turned to Eve for support, sharing her worries and asking for help. Eve, pretending to be a good friend, listened and gave Tina advice. But secretly, Eve's suggestions made things worse for the village, making it even easier for the bad people to do harm. Tina had no idea that Eve was actually making things worse behind her back. Finally, the day everyone feared arrived. The developers, armed with secret information that only Eve could have given them, made their move. They showed up with legal papers, fake evidence, and a team of powerful lawyers. They used everything they had to trap Tina and the other council members. The villagers were heartbroken, feeling like they had been betrayed. Tina, especially, felt lost and confused, unable to understand how their plans had been sabotaged so badly. Amidst the chaos and despair, the truth about Eve's betrayal came to light. A villager who had known Eve from the city recognized her involvement with the developers and revealed her deceit to the village. Anger and disbelief spread like wildfire among the villagers. Tina, feeling a mix of heartbreak and shock, confronted Eve, unable to comprehend how her closest friend could have done such a thing. Tina's voice trembled as she confronted Eve, her once trusted friend. "Why, Eve? After everything we've shared, how could you betray us like this?" Her words were filled with a mixture of sadness and anger, unable to fathom the depths of Eve's deception. Eve's eyes, once sparkling with laughter and shared confidences, now bore a cold, calculating glare. "You had it all, Tina," she retorted bitterly. "The love, the admiration. I was always in your shadow. This was my opportunity to be more than just your sidekick." Her words dripped with resentment, revealing the envy that had poisoned their friendship. United by their love for Tina and their cherished village, the villagers came together to fight against the developers' destructive plans. They sought legal assistance, gathered evidence of the deception, and worked tirelessly to expose the corrupt dealings. Despite facing many challenges, their unity and determination never wavered. It was a hard-fought battle, but in the end, their perseverance and solidarity triumphed, ensuring the protection of their beloved home. As the truth about Eve's betrayal came to light, she became an outcast in the village, leaving in disgrace. Despite the deep hurt she felt, Tina chose to forgive her former friend, recognizing that envy and bitterness had clouded Eve's heart. The villagers strengthening their bonds, they vowed to protect their home for generations to come, united in their determination to overcome adversity and preserve their community's spirit. In the end, Tina's steadfast kindness and the villagers' strong solidarity triumphed over the betrayal they faced. However, the wounds left by Eve's treachery lingered, serving as a poignant reminder of how someone once so close can turn into the most unexpected foe. Despite the pain, Tina and her community emerged stronger, their bond fortified by the shared experience, and they vowed to cherish their unity even more dearly in the face of any future challenges. There are many moral lessons from the story of Tina and Eve that, while it is good to trust people, it is also important to be cautious and aware. Blind trust can sometimes lead to betrayal. Also, jealousy and envy can turn admiration into resentment, leading to destructive actions. It's important to address and manage these feelings before they cause harm. Another thing is that people's true intentions and character eventually come to light. Therefore, it is essential to be discerning about the people you allow into your inner circle. Through Tina's choice to forgive Eve, despite the betrayal, we can see the strength and healing power of forgiveness. It demonstrates that holding on to anger and resentment can be more damaging than letting go. The story as well emphasizes the importance of community solidarity in facing external threats. When people unite for a common cause, they can overcome even the most formidable challenges. And lastly, Tina's consistent kindness and integrity ultimately earned her the support and love of her community, which tells us showcasing genuine goodness can prevail over deceit and malice. Thank you for watching.